Hey, okay, so we are back today for a pooling episode. I want to get both these outfits. Now, I will get one copy. Obviously, I don't have enough for two copies, but I'm going to go for it. I still don't think. I haven't looked up exactly how this works to see amounts or anything like types of fish, but I've basically built my entire personality around wanting fishing outfits. So at this point, I have to go for it. Having the 4-star be maybe my favorite, since I love moths so much, we have to do it. I'm here at my bridge, my favorite spot in the entire game, which I come to pretty much every day. This is the pillar I always use my stamina at. Even if I'm somewhere else, I normally teleport back here just to do it. I love this bridge so much. Visano, I still don't know how to pronounce your name, but I respect you because you're always here with me. But this is where we're going to be pulling. Now, it is a 10-piece, I believe. Yes, a 10-piece. And we'll obviously get... We should get two versions of this. It would be devastating if I got just shy of two versions. But it should happen pretty early. I think last time it happened... I think we ended up getting a ton extra. I think we ended up with like 3 or 4 total 4-star copies. Because the way it works is you get one of these for every 10 pull, so you just have to do 160 pulls, and I think you're guaranteed. And if we got this in under 160, it's possible. It would just be crazy. My guess, last time I really undershot. So, my guess is going to be 188. I think 188 pulls will get me the whole set. I think I'm going to save 12. I'm scared. It's so nice, though. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of editing the outfit, if I'm going to mix and match, because I'll probably get this with it, and this. So I might mix and match like some of the head pieces or things like that. In terms of dyeing and all that as well, I need to figure it out. But it won't be a dress I use often. Like this one, I put all of my currency into, because it's so important. I use it for everything. This I haven't dyed it yet, so I will have to save up currency to dye. But we'll see how much I end up using this dress. Probably not much. It'll mostly be off camera that I do my fishing. But anyway. Okay, Visano, wish me luck. Let's go ahead and start. Okay. So, I won't be doing much skipping for the early ones because I want to see if we can get a lot of 4-stars, and I need to read the description of the 4-stars. Once we have all the 4-stars once, I'll skip ones that don't have a 5-star in it. Just so we can... Because we don't need to see these 3-stars here. Oh, I thought that might have been it. I don't know what any of the pieces actually look like. I assume they're going to be pretty obvious. Well, that one won't be. Resting Moth. She wandered while... She wandered wide whiles? Wow, that's very hard to say. She wandered wide whiles, skirted island constellations, climbed peaks brushed by clouds, and maneuvered through misty river valleys. Wonders and beauties and even her weariness were all there for others to share. Oh my gosh. The first version of this outfit is so nice. It's really good that they put such good base things. Because I think pretty consistently, the first upgrade is one of my favorites, or it's very close to being my favorite. For a lot of 5-stars and 4-stars. Which is definitely how you want the game to be. You don't want the first version to be something you don't like. Because then it's going to force people to pull more. As is, it's very friendly. And obviously, since it's guaranteed in 20, we'll get at least one 5-star here. Oh my goodness. That was 11 pulls. So, my guess of 188, I think I said? I'm already 9 down. So if everything lands on 20 now, I'm gonna be like 191. Serpent's Dream. The serpent slipped into a dream, drifting alone along a long river. Maybe she passed valleys and maybe villagers. Time had blurred the boundaries between the reality and fantasy. And I mentioned before, I really love this crown, but the jewel in the middle, I wish it wasn't there because I think the hair with the open forehead is really cute. I'm going to use it in other outfits without the crown just because of that. And we should also get a 4-star in here, so we want to click and see that. I should mention, I still think I've never had a double 5-star. And because it was number 1, we do hit the possibility. The odds are extremely low, but a double 5-star is possible here. One day it'll happen. If I play the game long enough, eventually I'll get a double 5-star. Moth Pouch. The beads I hate, which I always mention, but I love the outfit, so it's acceptable. Thread the needle and cut the cloth, stitch by stitch, and hem came to life. Washed by sunlight, smoothed by wild winds, every time she saw the knit moth's stitched dress, she'd remember their deep bond. Already 2 of 8. Like I said, 160 should be the max for that, so that one's not a problem to get. But this is so nice. I'll be so happy if I can actually get it early. The dress itself. Now, we do have to look at the deep echoes. If I get it too early, I actually won't get this. No matter what, I will pull to 160 to get this. So if I end up at like 155 or something, because I'm insane luck today, I'd still get this. This is rough, though. If I don't hit 180 and I'm close, I'm at like 175, I'll pull to get this. But if I'm at 160, I don't think I'll pull 20 just for this. Because specific pieces, I don't know if there's any I'll use on this. Because I prefer this hair. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I'd have to have crazy luck for that to happen. So, oh my goodness. This is another early one. Now, it might be 19 instead of 20, but technically that is early. Because that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We need a 4-star in here as well. 16. This is the 4-star. 17. As the moon dipped, snow-white silhouettes wandered in. Knit moths drawn to the soft nightlight. If only the night could last a little longer, so you could rest a bit more. Puffy moonlight. It is very bird-esque. It's just not feathers, it's just puffy. And all the way at the end. Day of birth. That was the most beautiful time of her life, a treasure worth cherishing. Even in the deepest darkness, it gleamed like a luminous pearl. A fiery girl once gave the serpent a new life. This reminds me, actually, I forgot to mention it, but just a few minutes ago when I turned the game back on, I saw the loading screen of when you're logging into the game first. It showed Nikki and Momo, and there was like a bone or a rock dragon head, which was very interesting. And so it was a 19, which is still early. I'll take it. I want to go to this picture in the event menu because it's relevant to this. Where is it? Is it in here? This is what I'm looking for. This might be a dragon because it does look like scales. And if there's a dragon head on the loading screen, it might be a serpent's body. So that's very interesting. I hope it is. But if it's not, that's okay. I just hope it is, because dragons are cool. Now we can go back to this. And I'll collect all the makeup at the end. We're on 30. So this is 40 now. Or no, that was 40. I'm already confused. This is just a normal 4-star one, which is fine. Just gonna click on through until we get our 4-star. Making sure not to skip it, because I'm really bad at telling where they are. Folded Grace. Oh! I don't remember what the back of the head looked like. for the moth outfit, so I don't remember this. I'll have to take a look real quick. As stars bloomed in the sky and the sun's last light faded, the promise to watch the night together remained. Half for the flame-chasing moths, half for the sleeping moon. Oh, does it just auto flip to the back if you have a pigtail? And it's actually a side piece? Interesting. Let me look in the details section at that. It looks like it. It goes on the side of your head, and if you have a pigtail, it goes on the front? I guess. Yeah, okay. Might be a little more useful in other outfits if it moves around. I don't know if other pieces do that. That was 40. Yeah. So in 30 pulls, we got two pieces. Because that makes sense, because we were 9 saved and 1 saved. So this is 50 pulls, and this is another 5-star guaranteed. It's just a matter of whether it's early or not. So yeah, being 10 ahead this early, very nice. And just clicking on through. Oh my goodness. Okay, I might actually have insane luck. They're trying to make up for how bad my luck was in the 5-star floating outfit. Because I got destroyed in that. It took all of my money. So they might be giving me pity now. Azure Scale. 2 arms wrapped tightly around the serpent's tail. Serpent's tail. So it is some type of dragon, and that was its tail that's in the water there. And it looks fossilized. So I don't know if it's going to revive or something in the quest. We're going to have to find out. The quest has a bunch of ghosts in one of the quest missions. So maybe the dragon is also a ghost and we help it pass on or something? I don't know. In that moment, the heavy water seemed to lose its weight, and the numbness from the long stillness returned to feeling. The tail, lifted gently, parted the water. Yet still she wondered, how could a human have come here alone? Interesting. So the dragon reviving. How could a human have come here alone? Is she talking about herself? Because the story from the event page said something about a girl falling into the deep water that wasn't touched in a long time or something similar to that? I guess we'll find out. But yeah, these arms are crazy. It looks like I didn't notice this before when we were looking at them. It's hard when the outfit is all on. But it looks like it's very, very decorated. Right at the elbow, it has a slight gradient down closer to the base skin tone, but there's this little bit of like gem kind of like matching this stuff here that goes up into maybe a star design. I'm not sure if that goes up on the other side of the arm. Strange. Yeah, under here you can't see it because it's covered by this cape thing. And our 4-star for the pool, I don't believe we got yet. Oh, the actual dress itself, which is so cute. Another open shoulder one, too. If you don't wear the big, puffy arm thing. Shadow chasing moth. Moonlight lent its glow to the moths, who carried it to the fire. Only I, the night watcher, could witness this quiet dance. I gathered a few shimmering moths, capturing the moment, and wove enough light to fill the folds of her skirt, then shared it all. That's very nice. I think it's this puffy thing that makes it less obvious how open the top is. Because the shoulders are always exposed. I guess I don't know what the back looks like for this outfit. It's probably pretty open. We can take a look at that in the other page too. And probably no double, even though we did get the 5-star early. Yeah, no double. We can look at the back real quick. The back of this one we saw has... Oh, I'm spinning all around so I can't see. Has that big mark right in the middle. The back of this one is pretty open. Oh yes, I remember. I mentioned that the back of the dress itself doesn't have much going on. It is very simple. So you could honestly put some type of backpack on this outfit. As long as it's white or a very light color, it might work okay. These would get in the way though. It'd have to be very tiny. That's interesting. I'll have to think about that. I still don't know what I'm doing with this outfit. But now we continue on. And no 5-star. We did get the last 5-star on number 3, so we weren't guaranteed it. We can still get a double 4-star, though. That is technically possible. Becoming less likely as I click, but still. We are getting close to having all the 4-stars, and then we'll be able to skip this type of pool. We won't have to look at it. Glimmering Mothfall. The knit moths fell from their bags, revealing shared hearts. Only then did she understand that protection was not a solitary tale. It was the world's loveliest secret. They were all crafting quiet wonders together. Perhaps happiness was simply the unspoken bond between kindred souls. I don't think I ever noticed the earrings for this outfit either. It's so puffy, I guess I'm having a hard time seeing the pieces. But interesting. It is the beads. I can't tell what this thing at the bottom is supposed to be design-wise. And basically a cotton ball sticking out of the ear, which is kind of funny. Already at 6 of 8. They're almost done already. And no double, which is fine. Now, our next one is a guaranteed 5-star again. So, slot 3 out of 10 would be full pity, would be 20 pulls. So this is number 18 here. Oh, we got it early again. Guiding Glow. These shoes, I think, are a little strange. I might use the yellow or the red ones and see if I feel that they're a little better. You can't really see them with the big dress themselves, I guess. So that won't matter. It'll matter in other outfits. But I don't like the super high platforms and high heels, so I might not ever use these for anything. We'll see. The invitation stirred something deep within her. Could there truly be warmth in this world beyond solitude? Perhaps it was time to step away from the water abyss. Let the gentle blue glow and the blazing warmth light her way through sorrow and into hope. Number 4 of 10. And our second to last 4-star will be in here as well. Somewhere. Those ones we're not getting early. We're getting the 5-stars early. And if you had to pick one, obviously getting the 5-stars early is better. The hair. Moth whispers. Night settled softly. Moths flutter their wings as weary travelers close their eyes to rest. In the quiet darkness, you and I found peace. From the shadows, a quiet courage to carry on began to grow. Very nice. Only one more to go. I don't remember what the piece is. And that was number 1, so we might get another early one. We didn't get a double, obviously. What piece am I missing? I want to try to... Oh, I know what piece I'm missing. I haven't gotten this. So, we need our little lamp. And because the 5-star was in slot 1, we're currently on 10. And we did get one early, so it's going to be a maximum of 19 for our 5-star this time. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and this was 17, glowing scales. We looked at each other and laughed. This unspoken bond and shared understanding had sustained our long-lasting friendship. A very, very interesting item as well. I'm still not entirely sure what it's supposed to be. I suppose it's just whatever you would call the type of... Like a moth's wings. You wouldn't call them feathers. I don't know what they're actually called. This says scales, but I don't think that's what they're called. I guess maybe they might be. All weird biology stuff. But I assume it's supposed to be kind of like the wings of the moth. And 18? Oh no, we gotta look at this first. Completed outfit. Very nice. Oh my goodness, it's cute. We can get a nice close-up look at this thing, too. So it has these little beads going down it. I guess all purple? It looks like a cabbage, honestly. Looks like big leaves of cabbage or lettuce or something. And you can see all over the outline of the dress itself has these beads. in all of the like connection points between different types of material, and then just one here randomly because this was a big spot with nothing going on. They threw it just to break up the visual. This here as well. Some little lace pattern there. Not much lace on the dress other than that. Interesting that there's this clip on the arm. There's a little bit of metallic stuff here and here, but the rest of the dress has pretty much no visible, easily distinguished metal. It's just the thing you hold and kind of the brooch. Definitely a soft vibe. Even though these beads are hard, soft is kind of the whole idea of the dress. So this stands out a lot. I'm sure there's one on this arm too. I just can't see it because of the angle. This is also very high up. I guess it helps with holding things because the wrist can kind of bend back more before it clips into the dress. But yeah, these are really high up on the arm here. Interesting. That's hard to tell. Oh my goodness. Look at this. The most like squeezable face that's ever existed. It has to be like a combination of the angle where Nikki's looking down a little bit with her eyes up, but this might be the cutest face ever made in a hair thing. Because it actually is, I think I mentioned before in last episode when I saw it, I think these strands coming out like this kind of make it like you're cupping the face to like squeeze her face. There was an NPC in the last update that had hair like this as well. I think one of the girls in Stoneville had a piece of hair just coming out, blocking her face randomly, and I mentioned when I talked to her that it's insanely cute. So them adding that to an actual dress for Nikki is amazing. We need more messy hair. I didn't read the thing. I can read it on the next page though, don't worry. I can hover over it when we get out of this menu. And that was number 18, I believe. So, deep in the dark, this is Day of Silence. Deep in the dark abyss, all was silent, save for breaths echoing each other's rhythm. Each exhale sent ripples across the water's surface, and each inhale silenced even the tiniest mayflies, drawing them into stillness. And let's check where we're at. We now have the full dress, so we're just getting other copies, so we can skip if we don't get a 5-star now. We don't need to check that. And we have half of the dress. So let's see where we are on Deep Echoes. 80. So we actually are above pace for this. That's crazy. I think I should have checked so I could say it this video. I feel like we saved less than 20 pulls when we did the 5-star floating outfit pulling. I feel like it was over 200 pulls for an 11-piece outfit, I think. I feel like it was over 200. And we've already saved 21 pulls. And we're halfway done. So even if everything goes as bad as possible from here on out, it's an improvement over last time, which is crazy. And it seems like we actually won't be getting this now. We're probably going to stop at 160 today. But we'll see. I wasn't looking close enough to tell if this was the 5-star or not. Okay, it wasn't, so we can skip here. And skip. Oh, even though it's already one we collected, it does still stop you at the 4 stars, which is interesting. Yeah, and only one of them. I guess we'll know if we get multiple, because it'll stop us twice. That's interesting. It's probably a good thing that it does that. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was the second to last was where we get our 5-star. So we are on number 12 when this starts. 12. Oh, that scared me. I didn't realize that was a 4-star. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Another early. It's only too early. Into deep water. Okay, these we can't really see in the dress itself because it's all covered up. But these are pretty nice. I like the gradient ones. I don't want uh, as much stuff on leggings. I like gradients. I want more gradients and simple designed stockings and leggings and socks is what I'm asking for in the game. But I'll take them. Maybe there's a use case for them somewhere. Yeah, big thing up here. Even this. Super high design here. Knees have like nothing going on. I guess to show the gradient better, it dies down a bit. There's probably no animation on these, it's just the dress itself has animation, especially because they're hidden in the main dress. A passionate young girl shares stories from the world below. She spoke of toil and harvest, of love and lost. Fish and birds lived in harmony, and even the insects fell silent to listen. Oh yeah, I guess we'll click through this and just make sure there's no other 5-star before I start talking again. Okay, good. And that was number 6. 7. I can count. I was thinking just now, normally in events, you at some point transform into the outfits. At the very least, you do the 5-star. Some events, I think you do the 4-star. Maybe not all of them. I'd have to think pretty hard about that. But I wonder if you will transform into the moth at some point during the quest. At some point, definitely we'll do this. Probably when we meet the dragon, we'll transform into this. It'll be like the way we awaken the dragon or something during a cutscene. This one, I'm not sure. Unless it's like to help a spirit or something. And on we go. I don't think that was a 5-star, so we'll be skipping again. So we might not get an early one. Hello, glowing scales. Sorry, I should say. Oh, we did get a double that time. It's not as important. Oh, we got a triple. I wonder if I've ever gotten a triple 4-star before. Excuse me? A quad 4-star? Okay, this is ridiculous. I already have all the pieces. But that's very silly. I guess technically it helps because it gives me this currency the more I get. So I'll get my 3rd copy of this dress sooner, so I'll get more of these. But I don't think I've ever seen this. I think this is the best pull I've ever had for 4 stars. And if I am right that I've never had a double 5-star, this is probably the best pull I've ever had. Hopefully we have that spot usurped today with a double 5-star. And obviously this one was guaranteed. So it was spot 7 last time, so this is 14. The first one we see here. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18 again! Another early one. Cold Jade. This is a strange piece. I'm going to try it on an outfit kind of like base Nikki here, so I can understand a little more how it connects. Oh, I could see it a little bit right there. It looks like there's a armband, and all the pieces is hanging off the armband. That sounds painful. This, even though it's a very thin, see-through material, it has to be at least a few pounds if it's made of like insanely thin material. If not, it's going to be heavy. All of that on this seemingly spiky metal piece on the arm, that's gonna kill your arm. It's gonna stab you so hard. That looks like a super uncomfortable piece. Cold Jade. Spirited girl pleaded with the serpent to join her on a journey. O serpent, come with me to see midnight and dawn, and the night lights that shine brighter than your scales. Beneath those lights are villages and towns, brimming with joyful people. It must be a story of resurrecting a dead dragon or something. Or at least the story of the original girl who fell in the water has to do with the dragon. We're just going to be witnessing it. I'm not sure. What are the odds the next 2 we get a 5-star? Or, no, it would be the next 6, right? 3, 4, 5 is our 4-star. Okay, 5. I did my math wrong. Yeah, it's this one because it was too early. So 4th one for this. Let's see if we can get another 5-star here. Get lucky. Nope. We tried. So I can skip that. And this. That's our final second outfit 4-star. So we're good to upgrade that. And we were slot 5 for our 5-star. So, here we go. Now this is going to be number 16, I think. Does that sound right? 16? 17? 18? 19? 20. So this is the first one I believe we haven't gotten early, which is fine. I've gotten so many early that I'm not complaining at all. Fateful Soul. Perhaps only the brave. Oh, I should mention, I haven't mentioned this earlier. It's a fresh fantasy adventure. I I know I'm pulling on the standard banner right now for a 5-star fresh. I don't know if I have one. I'll have to check when we're done. Perhaps only the brave could reach this place. Her star-bright eyes betrayed her wonder and awe. The girl sighed at the serpent's fate, and in turn, she sighed at the divine justice, which granted the girl's fragile body an unyielding spirit. Interesting. Divine justice? I don't know. And we're up to 8 of 10 already. And we do have 5 attempts to get it early here. Final one? Nope. Was a 4-star at least. Now that we're all done with the 4-stars. I still don't know why you don't get extra currency here. When you're getting the second copy and the third copy, it gives you the same amount. But the second copy gives you an evolution. And the third copy gives you literally nothing. So I think they should make this higher. They should make it like a 6 or something when you're on the third plus copy of a 4-star. Because it's kind of strange it doesn't. Oh. Oh, it's saying the next one is this. Okay, so we're at 140. Now it's make or break time. Because we need 2 pieces. And we have 5 pity currently. So we'd have to hit really early on both of them to get to 160, which means we'll probably pull till 180. And it looks like we didn't get it for this. And skip. Just 1 4-star. Oh, it doesn't pop up anymore because I'm done my second copy. So I just have to look at them. Okay. Here we go. It's not too late. This is the final chance I have to get a double 5-star for the next couple months while I save up again. One day it'll happen. One day. This is 16. 17. 18, a little early, but I have to hit super early for the next one. Crystal drop. This is the serpent, which the other side doesn't have a serpent. Oh! I'm silly. This is the thing from the loading screen and the thing that's in the water dead. It is a serpent, not a dragon. Dragons are also called serpents. In most myths and fantasy things, they use the term for dragons. They call them serpents sometimes too. But yeah, I was wondering, because if it was a dragon, it had a very, very long tail. So it's just a snake. And then the head, obviously being so tiny, this was the thing on the login screen that Nikki was standing next to. So we're going to have Big Snake. A cry for help shattered her meditative thoughts. How long had it been since she heard a human voice, so faint, like a whisper buried in stone, yet clear as a raindrop hitting crystal? So is the girl who fell into the water going to still be a consciousness down in the depths that we're going to meet? And then maybe she'll grant us her power, and that'll be when we transform into the outfit and resurrect the dragon, which is a snake. I'll have to remember not to call it a dragon. I have to start calling it a snake. Oh, I can call it a serpent. I just gotta remember serpent. Serpent, serpent. Okay. Here we go. Our final opportunity. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. I think we have 2 more. 6. 7. We didn't get our double 5-star. So, Let us look at the deep echoes really quick. So I'm on 8 pity. Hmm. Let's single pull. And we'll just skip here. That was 9. So this will be a lot of skipping over and over. 10. And let's see where we end up one at a time. 11. 12. 13. Still no. And 14. Nope. 15. Still no. 13 left for this. This is going to be 16. Ooh, still didn't get it. A really late one this time. 17. Oh, let's see if we get it early at all. There's going to be 18 here. I wonder if you could tell from the clouds. I only know how to tell from the image around Nikki. 19? One early? No, we ended with a 20, which is sad, but acceptable. Never mind, I just did my math wrong. That must have been 19 there. This has to be it. Okay, I did my math wrong, so I was one off. Final piece. Oh, I didn't guess what it was. I don't remember. The dress itself. Okay, that probably would have been pretty obvious, but I should have tried to guess. Deep water secrets. Streams flowed towards her, circling softly. Fireflies brushed away the darkness, lingering on her startled face. In the sunless depths, she appeared, a struggling figure falling into the serpent's dream. There we go. Oh my gosh, look at the face. I love it so much. This might be my favorite hairstyle in the entire game in terms of the way it affects Nikki's face. I've had a couple I like that cup her face and look cute. This definitely is the best. My favorite hairstyle overall is shoulder length wavy, but this face is so cute. How am I supposed to not use this in every outfit ever? How am I going to stop myself from using this hair and his variants in everything I ever make from now on? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to stop myself. And we ended up being 7 away. 7 away, I'm willing to actually go for. I think I'd be silly if I didn't spend 7 pulls to get a bunch of recolors. Even if I never used them, the shoes and the leggings might be useful. The crown is going to be hard. Maybe there's a little bit of a use case. Same with the hair. The rest of the pieces I think are going to be too bright, too special for me to actually get good use out of. But I'll do it. And with this, I'm just going to spam skip the 7. Because the only thing we're hoping for is a random 5-star, which would be funny if we get a 5-star in 7 pulls or less. But that would just be because it gives extra currency. So even a 4-star would be nice, just to get the extra currency. And is this final one here? Final pull, what's it going to be? We'll let the full thing play out no matter what. Might be a 4-star. I think the clouds looked a little purple there. I think that says 4-star when it are like purple clouds. It's the hair. What a way to end it. The best hair style in the game. This type of hair minus the braids in the back. And then hair with the cutest face in the game. Now let's collect all our deep echoes. This is another thing that's going to take me a while to fix. Oh no, it's not, because I get to pick every single one. I was about to say it's going to take me forever to decide what makeup I wanted. But nope, I get all of it. I'm so used to the standard banner, because I haven't pulled in a while. Last time I pulled was just over a month ago. It was the end of 1.5. So seeing this a little closer is interesting. It almost looks like this here doesn't actually connect up to the eye, but I believe it does. I think it's because the bottom is a little darker than the top. It looks like it kind of goes under the eye, and there's a spot without eyeliner in the middle. It's a very oh, hiccup. That's a very strange effect, and it is green. I don't think I have any green eyeliner, so I'll take it. I can't even tell what piece this is. I should read these as well, I guess. In a fleeting glance, sorrowfully hid beneath the surface, memories, like whispers, drifted upstream to her heart. I don't think they normally write lore things on the makeup, but maybe they will. I should check that first one when I'm all done. This must be eyebrows, because these don't look like Nikki's base eyebrows. And then this is obviously my eyelashes. The very first drop of blue tears, knowing the warmth of her eyes, broke free from their chains to trace another's outline, drawn by the pool of her heart. I do like these. These are pretty high up on the tier list of my eyelashes right now. The eyes, I couldn't quite tell what they were before. I think I said cat eyes last time, but they are serpent eyes, I suppose. She watched the tears fall at her ankles, just as she once stared into that icy, bottomless pool. But alas, she had already known the sun's warmth, even the setting sun. She could not forget. These are very nice eyes, though. I'm probably going to use these in a lot of things. This I probably won't use, because I tend to not like super hot pink, purples, blacks, lipstick. There were moments once filled with laughter, when birds still returned, the sun still rose, and the mountains bloomed with flowers, and songs blessed the earth she passed. The Momo outfit, Quiet Night. So this does have a lot of this like super bright yellowish green, whatever this color here is. That's all over the place. The green itself is also very bright. The green on the base dress is a lot darker than this, so it's an interesting choice for the Momo outfit. Inspired by the serpent in the deep lake, Momo slapped at the mist with both paws, tail held high like a snake. Nikki, even in the darkest depth, I'll protect you. Thank you, Momo. Please let me walk around in shrinked Nikki mode in more places in the game. Please and thank you. And then we have Lone Scale Heart. Every trace of tears begins a ripple, echoing from a soft heart reaching out with kindness to others. Time Echo Glass. As the time fades in the past, the mirror stays silent, allowing sorrow, guilt, and despair to warp the faces of those who lived it. All it can do is wait, waiting for the destined girl to reveal the truth again. And our upgrade material. Does this have lore stuff? Precious heart shine obtained through resonance, deep echoes. Deep in the water, endless sorrow pours forth, flowing over the past in. Let me try that one more time. Flowing over the silent past and reflecting faint, lonesome glimmers, just like those of days long gone. And I couldn't read the makeup thing. It was this one, right? She sank into tears that marked the start of the eternal 20-year captivity, bound within the ceaseless flow of time. Okay, I mentioned they probably don't put lore in makeup. It turns out I missed the most important one. 20-year captivity. So it was a girl who went missing 20 years ago and was locked in some type of time stasis. And that's why she probably hasn't aged. She's probably the same age as when she went missing. So maybe that means the quest will start with us looking for a girl or hearing the story of a girl who went missing in the lake and investigating in maybe like the adventurers will send me to be like, hey, can you make sure no one else goes missing, even though this happened 20 years ago? This is the same thing we saw. I did good today. Usuno. I saved 27 pools. And I spent the extra 7, so I really only saved 20. But I'll take it. What am I at now? 64. So, it will take, if I'm lucky, 2 updates to save up enough again to be able to pull something. If I'm lucky. Now we have to check out the outfits. There's probably fishing spots around here, but I just want to get somewhere a bit brighter. So, to look at them, I'm going to... Is sleep still my nothing outfit? It is. Get rid of that. Put you on. We have to do our evolutions as well. I don't need makeup or anything for this one. Whoa. What just happened? That's crazy. We need to evolve you. And thank you. Hello, Momo. The blue. You know what I didn't do? I did not farm enough materials to glow up both of these if they're both fresh. And we know all the pieces of this because it's just the same pieces. So we can skip that part. I will prioritize upgrading glowing up, I mean, this. And for this one, we only have the one here. We do get undulating scales pose. Cute. Very godly, as I've said. Even this color I don't hate. I don't think it's as cute because there's the same problem the rest of the outfit has. It blends too well with her face. But you can still kind of see it. You can see it cupping her face. Very nice. I don't know what the hotkey is for glow up, so I have to go through this menu. Where are you? Here. Am I too broke to do this? I am. It's not even close. So this episode, I will not be doing this. But I will spend the next week, I guess, saving up shiny bubbles. Because I think you only get like 2,000 to 3,000 a day if you spend stamina on it. So now, time to check out the outfit. So I do want to test on a different hairstyle how these work. Because we saw that they flip to the back if you have a hair that matches it, but they don't flip down here. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see if it actually works that way or not. Now this... Oh, okay. I wonder if I mentioned this before. I don't remember if I mentioned that this going lower in the back and the front, it does help a little bit with the back. I like open back outfits, so it's a little sad to miss out on the back. But with this hair anyway, it's kind of blocking it. And this brooch, which I initially didn't see when we were looking at this outfit last episode, it's got... Well, it's got the fluff, obviously. 4 little things here. I'm trying to think... I think moths have 4 legs. I don't think they have more than 4. I don't think this is a representation of moth legs or anything like that. It might just be kind of aesthetically, it made sense to have 4 of them to match up with the 50-50 design of this. And then it's kind of just flowery for the big piece around it. The part around the chest is just kind of like pooled fabric the whole way around, obviously connected here. So it's got some ripples, which is a nice aesthetic for this. And it looks like it goes under, and then the right side is the over, and then this is the kind of button up where it actually attaches. So this hides the connection point, is kind of the point of this, even though it's so big that it's silly. This kind of like a strange corset. Very simple and flat, and the color looks slightly off. It might be just because of the lighting, because I'm getting all my front lighting here. Let me turn around. I feel like it is. I feel like this is more of a cream than the rest of the outfit. Yeah, that's interesting. We can take a look at this bell thing. Oh, it's the full flower. You actually have, like, the... Oh my goodness. I'm not going to remember parts of the flower. Is this the pistils? Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm, once again, haunted. Is that another biology thing haunting me? Is that what I would call that? Florology. That's probably is a real word. Is this like supposed to be a butterfly on the end? It might be. It might just be a mess of wings. Because it is too many wings to be a butterfly. The way we're holding this is also very crazy. This is probably pretty heavy. And the metal piece here is just up. It's not tucked under our arm. So this entire weight of this thing is balanced on this point and is being held by Nikki pushing down with her thumb almost exactly on the lever point, the fulcrum or whatever it's called. So she's pushing down with the weight of this entire thing, and it's right there. So she's actually using the full force. She doesn't have any of the extra. I don't. There is an official term for it, like the oomph of getting the leverage. Leverage is the word I was looking for from pushing back here. So this is the strongest thumb in video game history. Is basically what I'm saying here. Nikki is jacked. She is doing her like hand squeezy thing exercises. Now this arm piece, it does have these little beads all over, which I always talk about and not like. We noticed that this is really high up, and I think it's because she wants to hold this, so you want to make sure this isn't clipping into it. But it is interesting. It makes it so it's harder to wear gloves, because if you put a glove on, it'll end like right here, and there'll be a weird patch of skin, and you could hide that easier if this came down more. But I have a lot of arm pieces that are like this, where it's tight, tight, and super baggy in the middle. Most of them don't fluff out as far at the end, but some do, some do. But yeah, these are hard to use. I almost never use them on any outfit, and that's probably going to continue. The only time I use them is when they're on the actual outfit I get them from, almost exclusively. Now this stuff, besides looking like it would pull out constantly and get everywhere, like you're just going to find little strands of this all over your house, it does look very soft. Very nice. Oh, it has extra here. It's just a super big one, so it can kind of cover up this. Now, this is not butterfly coated. This looks more like a butterfly. This kind of looks like actual... I don't know if I'd actually say moth wings. Moth wings are tinier, I think. If I'm looking at this as being the body, it would be very unproportional. And then it has kind of the drop down of the beads here. Oh, yeah, the beads in this as well. I'm not sure what you would do to... Oh, it's on both sides. I was going to say, I don't know what you do while braiding to get this effect, but it's probably that you do the braid and you stab through, and it's just a two-sided pin. And that's how you do that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It probably does help hold the braid, too. And looks like a big ball for the tie at the end. And this, obviously, I love these little things hanging down. In a minute, I'll walk around to see what the effect looks like with these, of how much they move and bounce, if they come out more, or if they swing side to side a lot. Because just with the idle, they are moving a lot. The shoes are really nice, actually. I don't know if I ever paid attention to the shoes, really. I noticed the color being really good on the upgrade. But yeah, these are some really nice shoes. Obviously, I'm standing at a silly angle right now, so my heels are off the ground. Because I just chose a bad spot on this rock. But these shoes are really nice. These are the type I can use in a lot of things. And I assume all of this is dyeable, because it's a new dress, but I will double check. Dye. Okay, yeah, it's dyeable. Hair is too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, it is. With the new outfits, I don't check it, but I just assume everything's dyeable. It's only the old outfits that aren't dyeable. And I think I feel like I remember them saying that they will work on getting old outfits dyeable at some point. It's just things that'll happen over time. Oh yeah, I wanted to check my walking around. Oh yeah, I gotta hold the button to walk. Okay, bit of physics there, especially the knee kick. There we go. Walking up the hill shows that knee kick a lot on those front ones. Yeah, there we go. Look at how far those go out. They are pretty tight onto here, though. When you see the dress itself go out, it looks like this part is connected. So, it looks like this here is one single connected piece. Kind of like it's sewed or attached here. So this part does fling differently than the skirt, but the skirt itself and the part here and up are one. Let me try to show that again on the rock. Finding that... There we go. Yeah, it looks like... Because it goes straight out, and then this pretty much drops. I feel like that's how it's connected. And I want to also just walk on it straight away. Not too bad. And then for running, those front ones kick up a lot, but you're going to be running like this most of the time. They puff. It's good fluff on the outside here. It's pretty good. This piece right here in particular, the central back piece, does jump up a little, and that gets like a pretty good effect on the poofiness. That's pretty good. The skirt length is pretty good as well from the back. I feel like it's longer in the back. That might just be my imagination, though. No, it is. It is longer at the back. So, when you're at this kind of angle, the dress looks actually pretty long, because you can't even see your knees. Some of these short dresses, you can see your knees, and you'd have to be down like this. This makes it so you look really bare at the bottom. But the extra length in the back helps prevent that. That's why they put it there, I think. Because the dress isn't so short you're going to see your butt. Like, you're not going to see your butt running in this. Unless you put your camera, like, all the way down on the floor. And at that point, like, obviously you're going to see it. So you can't stop that. But I don't think you need that extra length just for that. I think it's to help cut out your knees, so you're not looking at them while you run. Let's see if this person pulled the new outfits or not. Or if it's just a person who's just now getting to Flutter Wish, maybe. Level 71, you're definitely not just getting the Flutter Wish. This is Last Banner's outfit, so this was probably here for a little bit, but still very cute. This is... I think these ears are the water walking 5-star dress. Not sure about the neck piece. That... It does look kind of like feathers. What does this neck piece look like? It does have feathers, but this has a lot of metal on it. So I don't think that's it. Oh, no, wait, that might actually be it. Because that does look like a lot of metal. This might be the 4-star purification you start the game with. Same with the arm piece. I think that's from the same piece. I think that's the 4-star purification from the start of the game. Obviously, it is the fairy dress. This does go very well with the fairy dress, though. The ribbon legs. I know I've seen them before. I'm just silly. Same with the shoes. Shoes and leggings, I get them mixed up constantly. Interesting. I assume this is part of this. Like, these go together. I guess it's possible they're not. This might just be a leg accessory. Is this the fairy dress? No. Did I just make the same mistake I did before? This isn't the fairy dress. This is Kilo's dress, isn't it? Hold on. Where's my crafting? I think I made the same mistake last episode. Or the episode before that. It is. Star Wish Echoes. This is not the fairy dress. This is Kilo's third reward dress. The fairy wings threw me off. It made me think that because these look like that. So this is a really, really well put together outfit. Because all 3 of these pieces look like they go together. And none of them are from the same set. Which is kind of the goal when making outfits. You want to try to mix and match as much as possible and make it look like you're not mix and matching. That's my goal at least every time. Now this here, there's a lot going on the head. So you have these, which I mentioned are the 5-star water walking, I think. This, I think, is the 4-star purification. This isn't Wishful of Rosa. Wishful of Rosa has, like, spikes on it. This big, big, big flower thing is the type of thing that feels like a 5-star, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what it comes from. Eyes are cute. These might be standard banner crystal. If not, it could be literally anything, because I don't know makeup for most 5-stars in the game, because they're just so hard to see, I don't bother with them. Very nice. The shoes are so bright, by the way. Oh. There's no way this is current banner ones. I should look at them again. It's ice themed. And they have kind of watery things here. Those are crazy heels. Are you kidding? Okay, I should check where my shoes are. By recent, please? There's no way these are ice, right? No, it doesn't have the snake in hers. And... Wait, I clicked something over here. Take me back to this. That's that one. That one. Don't save. I want to go to this. And I want to go to this. And I want to look at your shoes, please. Not you. You. Okay, I have no idea where the shoes are from. It has to be a ice dress, obviously. That was an amazing outfit. You are going crazy. In terms of the pose, pretty normal. Mountain, sun in the hand is fun. It's a fun pose. The lighting is pretty crazy on it, too. To have Nikki be this shadowed in such a bright daylight scene is fun. They cranked up the vignette like crazy, too. So I don't know if they also messed with the shadowing to make this even darker, but you can definitely see all the vignette blocking on this cloud. Yeah, I love that photo. That's an amazing photo. Okay. Now, let's look at the 5-star. And we'll have to test it as well. Let me take a sip of my drink first. So, and I don't think we need to look at the other colors too much for this. We only have one of them right now. I'll do the glow-up stuff, and then in a couple episodes, when they're fully glowed up, we can look at the glow-up. But, as I mentioned before, I think the hair's a little too bright for my taste. I might like this more. It is still a yellow flower. The neck piece is interesting just because it sticks out more. I remember liking the shoes. This color for the shoe is very nice. So I might use these instead of the other ones when I'm just building random outfits. But in general, these shoes are super, super useful. Even more so than the 5-star. This type of shoe is great. Even though I always say I don't like heels much, these are shorter, although I would prefer they're even shorter and fatter. But still. You can see a little better this. Doesn't blend in as much. I didn't notice on the other one that it had all these little gems on the actual thing here. Very nice. Strongest thumb in the world. Okay. Now, switch that off again. And we will throw on the base version of this. And I want to put the makeup on, so I have to go do that. Put on. Oh, that does everything. I forgot they added this. I don't think this used to be here. I swear it didn't used to be here. But maybe I'm just crazy. And it was. Because I feel like I did... Never mind. I feel like I did have this from the beginning. I forgot how crazy the Timeless Melody makeup is. Let's get a good look at the makeup, because it's hard to tell everything else we've been doing. Oh, where's the... Momo, I need my menu. Momo, help. There we go. I just wanted to zoom in more. Those eyes are so pretty. Oh, there's some sparkle in the green on this. I assume that's just part of the eyelashes, and it's not an interaction between anything else. Eyebrows very thin, very dark. I don't know what my favorite eyebrow type is. This thing actually... Oh, it goes over and under the hair. I'm zoomed in too much to turn my camera. Hang on. Oh, Momo is not happy with me right now. I'm sorry, Momo. Let me stand somewhere else. I couldn't turn my camera at all. Oh! Okay, there we go. I want to see how much the hair pokes out. That's a decent amount. Because you see there where it comes underneath. That's really interesting. Zoom back in. Yeah. So it goes under for the piece that connects it. And then this goes over. And this is more the snake design. big thing hanging down here. And we can see the earring that doesn't have the snake on her right ear, but does on this one, all the way around. You actually can't see the snake's head because the hair is so thick on the side of the face. And then these obviously go super far down to the end of the hair even. This is just shy of the longest tuft of hair. Ooh, it was hard to see this detailing when we were looking at the pictures before. Let's try to track how the hair is actually done here. So this goes in, down, and then rebraids into just being loose here? Maybe? And they're just taking small tufts to do the circles for these. This is insanely complex, and I guess they have pins or something to hold it here. I guess I wouldn't know the technique for folding this. Maybe you can do this without any additional pinning. Because this is a pretty tight bind right there, so maybe there's something hidden underneath here. This is a really complex hair thing for it to then turn out straight like this. It's not straight, actually. It's kind of curved inward everywhere. This is really complicated. Yeah, you can see how layered it is from the back. That is crazy. I didn't even realize how crazy this hair was. I thought it was just messy hair. Because the front looks so messy. Oh my god. It might be my favorite hair in the game. There's a lot of hair I like. I have one of the hair styles that's similar to Timmy's, but... And that's normally what I consider, like, my favorite design. And then the shoulder length is my favorite type of hair. But the face is so cute with these strands. Yeah, this is my favorite hair in the game. This might be my favorite of the colors for it, too, the real dark one. Which is why I'm so happy. Okay, I spent enough time talking about her head. And this actually isn't as dark. I said I spent enough time talking about her head. I lied. I want to talk about her lipstick. This is not as dark as I thought it was. In the preview image, it looked way darker than this. This is pretty light pink, and it's got a little bit of sparkle to it in the center, it looks like, only, that matches this. Obviously, the eyes are super nice. This is a strange piece. It does have the snake motif. A lot of blue on it, which I guess matches down here more. It looks really stand out when you're zoomed into this, but once you zoom out and get this into the shot, it matches closer. So that's just a strange cutoff problem for me. And this real detailed stuff, I couldn't tell when it was zoomed out just how many beads are on this. This looks insane. This is the craziest part of the entire dress. I don't know how this even works, to be honest. Because it looks like some of these are in open space here. It's hard to tell. I think the only way this works is if this is this isn't open shoulder. And connecting here, this is a skin suit. Like, it's just skin-colored, like, fabric. Not fabric. What would it be, like latex or something? And then this is poked into that. Because I don't know how this would attach or stay otherwise. That's crazy. Thing on the back, hard to see from here. You can see it a little bit, the little design, which I assume has some significance to the story or place we're going, so we might see that type of design when we're there. If it is like some ancient civilization or something where this serpent is. Same with this, it might just be an interesting design, it could have some plot significance, who knows. It goes really low too, which is funny. I noticed that in the other screen. It goes all the way down, like, on your butt. These here... Oh, and this opens a little. Yeah, it opens into these fluff pieces. And we can see the bubbles coming up. There's actually also these little effects, which are interesting. I don't know what they're supposed to be, actually. The super bright ones is what I'm talking about, that appear for a little bit right there, and then disappear. I'm not sure what the intent of that is. Unless they're just very bright bubbles. Bubbles hit by the light. These are scales. I didn't notice that before. But these are the scales of the serpent for your arm. So one side is the fabric, the back side is the scales. That's very interesting. And this too is scales. The little gemstones on here. These are all just water drops, I think. And this orb. Oh, it's cracked! I couldn't even tell. I thought that was texture. I didn't notice it was cracked. Okay, that's crazy. And it's got the water floating around it. That's the texture of this water. Or not texture, animation, I guess you'd just call it. This wouldn't be a texture. Maybe it would be. I don't know what you'd call it. This is crazy. How did they get the water to look like this, even? This is some amazing water stuff. That's like the best water effect, maybe in the game ever? That is crazy. And you can see through this a little bit, the little armband that holds up the long things here. Very shiny blue on that. And this piece that's covering it is from the dress itself. It's not part of the armband. So that'll always be covered, no matter what. Which I don't like as much, because if I'm not wearing this, I don't think it would blend well. I think it only works well because I have this on. So if I take it off, it would be weird. Same with the arm piece. It ends right about here, I believe, and then fades up. We can actually check that a little bit. Let's take off just this long arm piece, which would probably be this. Nope. I have no idea what piece that is. I don't know why I checked that. There's no way it would be that. I wonder if I can take it off. Maybe I can't. It's overcoat, isn't it? It's overcoat. And back in normal cam. Yeah, because it starts to go back. Oh! This is crazy. It looks like veins. It looks like veins pulsing with the light reflecting off of it. Veins running down your arm. That's a crazy effect, actually. It doesn't look like that down here because it's more structured and has a lot of style to it. But these, because they seem almost randomly running off your arm, it looks like veins that are poking out. That's a very strange and scary effect, honestly. But I was going to do this to mention that you go from super dark to super bright to weird arm piece back to what is supposed to be, I think, bare arm here, but with this crazy texture all over it. I don't trust it. I think this is all a skin suit. Honestly, I don't hate that. Without the piece on there? The reason I think I like it so much is because it keeps the body even slimmer here. And I think something this dress in particular does really well is stay slim. A lot of dresses have something that puffs out. And they do that because it's boring to look at something that's just a line. And that's why my problem with the full upgrade of this dress is this texture was replaced by gems, and I feel like it makes the dress look more boring if you just have the dress by itself. This little piece tuffed out to the front is pretty nice. Obviously you can't see the shoes, but there they are, hiding. Yeah, it's the type of shoe I probably will never wear. This heel is like... Nikki is pretty short. It's probably a 6-inch heel. And it looks longer just because of how tiny Nikki is. Because it looks insane. It looks like it's 8 inches plus. But it's probably a 6-inch. You know what? There's no way it's a 6-inch. It's probably a 4-inch heel. And Nikki's that tiny. I don't know. That's hard to tell. Nikki, very small. Very nice. I want to test the walking in this, though. See how this goes. I will put the other piece back on, though. I can just do it by clicking that. Instead of finding it in the menu. Even though it would be right towards the front. Because this adds 2 things streaming off each side. So it adds a lot to the dress when you're moving. because none of this stuff behind me would be happening right now if I took it off. It would just be flat. So, the walk, big leg movements because we were on the hill, but now we're back on flat ground. Not too crazy at the back. These are going fully through and clipping through this really fat tail on the end of the dress. And let's look at walk speed. They're not going to clip through just because they're going to be up in the air from the momentum when you're doing this. And... oh, there we go. Not noticing any problems or anything with it. I really like how sleek it is. That's why I think I really enjoy it without the overcoat part. Because it's playing to the strengths of the dress. This kicking up is a lot more damaging without that stuff. From the front, it's a lot better. But back here, the tails hide how high your foot kicks the back of the dress. And it doesn't hide that well. But from the front, obviously, like I said, it's fine. And standing still, it's, I think, way better. I want to also check what my face looks like without the crown. Which is going to be... no idea. Crown, crown, where are you? Hair accessory? That's a crazy hair accessory. Oh my goodness. Let's take off the earrings for that too, actually. So we can just get full base Nikki face. I say base Nikki face, it's not. It has a foundation as well. Zoom. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. You just want to cup her face in your hands. Look at how cute that is. Okay, that's enough. We need to throw this back on and go try out the ability. Oh yeah, we didn't look at the gold one. That's silly. Kind of like the other outfit, there's not too much to say about this one, because we've already gone over how it works, the dress itself. Crown is interesting. Ooh, it like goes up there. Where it's like not connected to the main part. It goes off on its own. Yeah, this looks very, almost metallic. It's kind of crazy, actually. Huge different feel than the other dress. You can still see those bright sparks I was mentioning before, but they're harder to notice because the color's more similar here. I feel like this looks shinier. That might just be because I'm standing in a different spot, the sun's reflecting a little differently. I want to see how this particular one looks when I take off the overcoat. See if that helps my overall feel for it. I do like it better. I think I have a lot of problems with those types of overcoats. I feel like they do take away from a lot of dresses. I like this a lot more, too. This blend here, I think, works better with the yellow. The arm into this, into up on the arm again. That might be helped because this is dyed a lot closer to this. In the other dress, I feel like there was a huge drop-off where it was real dark, super light. And this one just kind of fades. Maybe that's why I like that more. So I think the arms work a lot better with the yellow. I don't know what I can do with that information, because this is connected to the dress, so you have to wear the dress to get that. And I prefer the other dress to this. Silly shoes. Can barely see them. Yeah, I think my feelings stay mostly the same. That was the only big thing I noticed here, is that works really well compared to the other one. And the face is okay. I just like the dark hair for the contrast. Because I'm addicted to contrast. Let's throw this back on. And I need to put it in an ability slot. I'm sorry, Peepa. I have too many things I need to replace here. My other whimsicality I need to replace as well. Oh, no, I don't need to replace. I'm silly. I was about to say. Current outfit has not been saved. Exit anyway. There we go. What if I try to sleep with this one? Oh, I didn't change the other outfit, obviously, yeah. I do want to make my sleep outfit still. I will do that. Not right now, but I'll do it eventually. Is she awake or asleep? Oh, there's a special Momo line. Oh, do you get hit in the head by a star to wake up? I haven't used this outfit enough, so even though I kind of used it by mistake here. I want to see if a star falls and hits me in the head to wake me up. It does. That's so silly. Yeah, we'll make an outfit for this in a later episode. It's going to be a while, but we will do that. So, number 8 on the keyboard? Okay. Let's do it over here away from the water first and see what it does. Can I do it over here, or do you have to be by the water? Okay, it does like a full cutscene. Oh, I disappear. And then I reappear in the water. And it loops around me. Oh my goodness. It is so long. Okay, now's a state here. I can walk out of it a little. It redoes this. We're gonna wait here to see how long this lasts. My guess is it's gonna be pretty short. Which will be very bad for photo taking. Because obviously I want to take photos when that swirls like that. So I'm going to have to go into the photo, make my thing, save it as a preset, and activate this, and then really quick run and take the photo. I didn't look at the time. I think it was about 20 seconds ago the animation for this ended. And like I said, we're going to sit here. We're just going to look at it. Just to see how it goes. I should have done this at the water, to be honest. So, looks like there's a wave there, a wave here. The color, it's hard to tell. Obviously, it doesn't work perfectly on hills. This is going down, and over here it's going up. But that's how all animations in the game are. Okay, that was, I believe, 50 seconds or 60 seconds. It probably was 50 seconds, and the animation was 10 seconds, is going to be my guess. But I might have just looked at the time wrong. So, the next test we have to do is the actual ability's effect. And we will look at that flower, by the way. I want to read one more time what it says it does. Which I don't even know how to read. Fun ability. That's funny. Can I read? Special water zone that appears beneath Nikki's feet. Gentle currents gather around her toes, inviting her to sink into the stars that endlessly surge with blue tears. Just used to increase more fish. Okay. Where's the nearest fishing spot? There's a couple over there, but we have 2 snapshots to look at. It's also raining. Oh my god, silly bubble. This? I don't know if I actually know what this dress is. It's like a mesh full body over top of a normal skirt. Hang on. Have I never seen this before? It looks familiar. I don't think I have it. Maybe it was a cash shop or something? Or it's just in maybe a chest in the Wishing Woods? This is pretty cute. The texture is really interesting. The fact that it's switched, because her arms are out, it looks a lot more interesting. Because it's sideways and up down and up down. So this is a really good pose for this outfit. I'm jealous you have the eye patch. I don't believe I have it yet. I don't know where people got it. I think it was a 4-star on a banner early in the game, I think. The hat is that whimsicality mage hat, which was very cute. So I understand why you pulled on it for sure. Leggings obviously make a lot of sense with this. Huge heels. Remembering what dress those specific heels are for is going to be too hard, though. But yeah, this is a really fun picture. And wait a second.
Rainy day is perfect for picking rainy orchids.
Rainy orchids? No, I'm busy. Something I didn't think of when I saw it. Did she actually have the bubble in the picture? She did. The only way to get this bubble is to not pause the animation, I believe. You have to have the animation run over and over and take the picture. I believe when you pause, it pops the bubble. It's been a while since I've done it. Where are you, Bubble? I just saw you. I'm holding something in my hand, aren't I? You can't do that animation when you have something in your hand. So, you get out of here. I just want to make sure I know how this works. Bubble. Oh, did they remove the pause on the bubble? Because it popped it? Maybe they did. Are you going to blow it again? They did. I guess it must be a technical problem. Maybe when you're moving back and forth, the game can't re-render the bubble properly, so they just removed the option to do that. That makes taking photos with the bubble really hard. Because it used to just pop the bubble and you just float there, and that was actually useful. I used it in a photo once. Because I didn't want the bubble, but I wanted to float in water, and this was the effect. But, interesting. It is a very cute photo, though. And I wanted to see this before we go do our water thing. Oh! That's the top, isn't it? From
like
the water walking.
Delicious, savory barbecue.
Yeah, and it's got all of the beads on the arm, too. This is a crazy outfit. It's the halo from the 5-star floating, the fairy wings from Last Banner, it's the top from the water walking 5-star, it's what I believe is like a random skirt from a Marquez boutique or a chest in Flora-Wish, probably. These are... we got them recently. I'm trying to remember. We have 2 leggings that have the kind of cell design. One of them, I think, is the 5-star floating. The other one might be the 5-star purification. Let me check those. I feel like we just got them recently. Sorry, Nikki. This is the one, and this is Crimson Feather Icy. So it's the same as her halo here. Shoes? I have no clue. Could probably be anything. They look a little fancy, so they probably aren't a generic shoe. They're probably a 4-star or a 5-star that has a long dress, so the shoes are kind of ignored. But this is a crazy outfit, obviously. It's a little of everything. And the skirt is the craziest part. Having this insane outfit and then the skirt is just a level of comedy. I do actually really like that. Diamonds here, diamonds there. It's raining down far and near. Very silly. Oh, I have to click this? Oh, the firework sound's gonna stop? Okay. Now, it's only been 20 minutes of me looking at snapshots and random things.
Water up ahead looks deep.
There is, I believe, a fishing spot right here. There it is. I forget what fish it is. One of the rare fish is in this spot. So I have to come over here sometimes. Let's... You know what? Let's test what happens if I use it on a thing that's got 3 fish on it. My assumption of how this outfit works, having read nothing about it, and all of my information coming from that single line that says use it to get more fish, is it will replenish 3 fish in an empty fishing spot. I think if I use it on a full one, nothing will happen. And I don't even know how close you have to be for it to do something. We should also test if the animation is skippable, but I'm not going to test that right now. There's also the possibility that they constantly refresh while the ability's out, but I think that's too strong. So it looks like there's still 4 fish there, so let me get... It's yellow now. So we'll see what that means. So, let's try to catch this guy. And we'll see if something special happens
I'm getting really good.
after the fish start being caught.
With me cheering you on, nothing's a challenge for you.
If it doesn't, we might need to activate the thing again. It is still yellow. So it definitely did something to the fishing spot. Come to me. The question is, what did it do?
I caught it. I'm getting really good. With me
There's a
cheering you
ghost
on,
behind me.
Nothing's a challenge for you.
We found another one. I guess they only come out at night. Final fish, and then we'll see what happens. My guess is 3 more will spawn, and it's a one-time thing. I don't know how long the gold effect lasts, because the thing around me has already disappeared. Oh, he actually... I'm so silly. I didn't click enough. I was one click shy. Oh, never mind. I was multiple clicks shy. That was double silly. I guess I haven't been fishing enough lately. I forgot. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the icon of the stamina.
Fishing Master Nikki. So when can I read your expert's guide to fishing?
Okay. So the spot is gone. So I wonder if I have to catch 2 and then use it. I don't know. Let's just use it again. And I'm clicking the buttons to see if I can skip it. Seems like you can't. So I am sadly confused. I do not know what's going on. Okay, so we have to test. There's another spot right there. There's a not drown getting over to it. Come to me. I'll catch 2 fish and then I'll look at your snapshot. So, my guess as to why it didn't do anything is because it was full of fish. And if you catch all the fish, I think the spot disappears.
With me cheering you on.
So there's 2 things we have to test. We have to test using the ability while there's 1 fish, and we have to test if we catch all the fish before using the ability, if it does anything. Like to bring it back.
I caught it. I'm getting really good.
Super baby fish.
With me cheering you on, nothing's a challenge for you.
Okay, let's check what this snapshot is. Nikki's going home. Oh my goodness. That is probably the effect of the flying 5-star outfit. This is, I believe, the same girl we just saw across the river. Momocon. Momocon's flying away. You didn't catch the fish. I caught you. That's a very, very silly and fun picture, though. That's very nice. Okay. Will it work from here? I guess we'll know if it turns yellow. So let's see if this does anything. If this does nothing, I will have to just look up what the dress does. And... it is yellow. I don't see anything happening other than it being yellow. Yes, you are still yellow. I guess let me catch this guy. And then I will reread the thing one more time. Just make sure I'm not the silliest.
I'm getting really good.
Because I actually just don't understand.
You on. Nothing's a challenge for you.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what the dress does. So that will be something I have to Google. This, we click this, we click this, and then this. Water zone will appear. Use this ability near fishing spots to draw more fish. I do not know. Did the movement of the fish change? I need one more fishing spot. There's one in the river. Oh, I never talked to that ghost. I'll get this one. Oh wait, there isn't a fishing spot. Oh, it is. It's right there. I thought there was one where the river came out. Oh, and off you go. So if I use it here... will the fish all move towards the center or something? When it says draw more fish, is it being extremely literal? Like in the most literal way you can possibly imagine. Where they just like face you? I think they're doing the same thing they always do. Yeah, I actually just don't understand. Because this time I'm actually like touching them with the thing. Which I wasn't doing before. And I guess there is... oh, you pulled the thing. Very nice. And you got the red one. Because you upgraded the hair. I don't have the materials to upgrade the hair, so I won't be doing that today. I'll be doing that another day, but very nice. Using it over here is just not going to do anything. There's no fishing spot. What are the odds it just creates a fishing spot? Probably 0. But honestly, I don't know what else it does. It's crazy effect, though. It is kind of like moon-like, the way it goes around like that. Yeah, I have no idea. Can I fish inside of it? That'd be silly. Oh, I walked outside its range. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google it, and then I'll just let you know next episode what I find out. Whether the effect is just worded very badly, it might be translated badly, there might be some problem like that. It might be glitched. It is day 1, so that's obviously a possibility. But I guess we'll find out. We'll end at this bridge today. Lorian? Are you always here? You sell clothes? What the heck? Noir Creed? Yes? Piece number 1 from the indie brand Noir Creed? Now, is Noir Creed a real-life company that's partnered with the game? I've seen these pants on someone before. They are very nice. I love the top. I'll use this hoodie. Don't think I won't. How long have you been here? You are definitely new. Is this someone with the... Oh, no, not with the Noir Creed. This is the Marquez Boutique Purchase Everything outfit. With the... This is... Might be the same one the other girl had, where the beads go up around the back. This is the hair I used with the hat a couple updates ago. I just threw a hat on the top there. So I don't remember what it's called, but I do know it. Ooh, it's the really big beaded necklace that I don't like much. Everyone loves these beads. They're on everything. I wish they weren't. But I'll take it. It's nice to have something on the neck in this outfit, because it is a little strange. Can't quite tell what your armband is here. It is... Oh, is this the... It's not the scrunchie. Hang on, I can't tell. Oh, yeah, I actually... Oh, I know this one. It is one I have. I just don't know what it's called. Yeah, it's not the scrunchy one, though. Oh, wow. I don't remember where you get this, but I do have it. It's really cute. I don't know if I have that earring, though. That's really nice. Super shiny. You have the amazing sparkle freckle makeup, which I couldn't tell in that picture. The purple eyeliner is cute, but the sparkle freckle makeup is one of my favorites in the game. And just to make sure, I did like that. Very nice. Okay. Before I get more distracted... Oh my goodness. Wait, you come back? I thought I helped you move on. Maybe I canceled his move on animation? Oh, he's going that way. I feel like the last one was further to the right. They're kind of similar. That is where the event is. And right here. Yeah, interesting. A weird end, because I can't figure out how the outfit works. But I will look it up before next episode, because it's going to be a day or two before I record. So, gives me an excuse to do that. Very nice. For now, though, the pulls went great. I managed to save 20 things, so I still have extra. I didn't put Momo in the new outfit. Hang on. We have to be quiet. No. Momo, I'm sorry. There you go, Momo. Okay, now we're matching Momo. I see you back there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and go. So, bye.